good right here. Thank you.
We'll take this too. You have it.
Our next reader is Juan Manuel, and he's going to blow you away. He's a great guy. 2019, 2020 poet laureate, and what's your friend?
That's it.
That's it.
So, Alan was wearing some hawk. Anyways, so I'm here to pick 3 books. Okay, first, actually, these are all put out this year. Had an accident, medical accident, and I've been focusing on poetry. And I got 3 books this year. Still got a few more. The manuscripts that were on hold for a while because I was teaching. Last teaching assignment was at Miller High School here in Corpus. So the first book, thank you again, by the way, for the invitation to have me here. Come. Okay, sorry, I don't.
Tom, I meant to thank you too.
But you did.
I did now.
Alan would like to thank you too. I'd like to thank Alan for wearing the
I'd like to
shirt.
thank you both.
All right.
Sorry.
Good, I get it.
Oh, dirty.
So these are zombie sonnets. These are 14-line poems. They're very short. Probably don't have any meaning. They're not as meaningful as the ones that Alan just read to you. So don't forget that part. So again, this has everything to do with the undead, the walking dead. Mexicans are fatalistic by nature. We just confront death just the way it is. Some of us wear the amulets to say, hey bro, we got next, don't worry about it. Anyway, so this is called Beware. Hopefully I can read it too. I got a new set of glasses today. I was able to get this mask to the artist. What's the artist's name again?
Royale Palacios.
Right, I got the mask for it. I'm gonna get a big broad face to get over my new VA glasses that I got. This is called Beware. Things you must do during a zombie apocalypse. 1. If you're reading this list, relax. You're not yet a flesh-eating zombie. 2. Always have your weapon on ready, whether shotgun, machete, or chanclas. 3. What? Sandals have scared millions silly throughout decades of Spanish-speaking cultures. Things you must not do in a zombie apocalypse. 1. Never play games with friendly zombies. You will be the human in the middle. 2. Don't accept dinner invitations. You will be the only course for the night. 3. Don't eat heavy on Mexican food. It will slow you down. They will smell you out. Again, the zombie sounds real short. Some of them are funny, some are actually serious, but you can laugh anyways. This is called easy. It's not so easy being a zombie. I mean, the way the world treats you today. I tried being kind to this couple once, but all they did was scream and yell at me. I extended my hand to calm them down. As I gave them back a leg, I nibbled. It's not easy being a zombie. I mean, all these bullets in my chest. I tried to be good to my old teacher. I was picking her brain like she told me to when I was a young class. Now she's just cold and clammy without much to say. It's not easy being a zombie. I mean, the way people always are treating you, avoiding you. Nebulous. Look at the sky. How beautiful the clouds. Supine in the field beauty of nature. The clouds look like a pretty white rabbit. This one resembles my dear Aunt Margie. The next one just might be a polar bear. Oh wait, no, it's actually a cow. How about that one, soft and so fluffy? Such a wonderful thing it is indeed. I close my eyes to sleep among the clouds, feeling the warmth of the sun on my face, remembering how wonderful life was so lively with the loud noise of living as they slowly eat away at my limbs and I gently slip away from this world. Questions? You probably have a lot of questions on how I ramble about the undead. Well, maybe I am one, or maybe not. Does it matter? Do I have to be one in order to write about the zombies? Look here. Writers are always writing about living in just a certain way. About things we don't really understand, like why zombies are much better lovers. Once going, there's no desire to stop. Promise them a choice, fresh piece of your ex, and they will have your piece in fresh order. No better way to hide all those bodies than to eat them in case there are questions. All right, so we got all kinds of cult, right? We got the orange band cult, we got all kinds of things. But we got a zombie cult too. Here are the brother zombies coming to your door. The apocalypse threat as old as time. The truth is, it has always been with us. Since the condition, or what we call man, its meaning confounded through each cycle. Cast as worry rather than nirvana. Our brothers of the undead bring good news. Preaching of a more sacred world order, without debts, without doubts, without schedules. Baptism is one simple little bite, a small but necessary sacrifice, enrapturing the feasting of flesh to receive the spirit of brotherhood. Forget the lies you knew as the living. Come to the new light, for this is the way. This is the third season of Planet of Zombie Zombies. This is Terror of the Zombie Zombies. They're available on the backs. I got the first two that were published by Untitled Chapter, my friends. And the second, this is the third. I'm working on the third right now because I got plenty of time to be creative. The next one is actually volume 2, the stuff that I did while I was living in the prior. I'm actually not from Corpus. As a matter of fact, in 2023, I'll be here in Corpus 10 years. And before that, I was in a place called La Prior, 20 miles south of Uvalde. So that's where I grew up in the migrant fields, going back and forth. So these are like 6 chapter books that I did when I was back in 2006 and back in 1996 too. So they're all in here. I'm just going to read a few poems from here. This book is probably more expensive than the others because it actually got some color in it. That's why it's got pictures. Watch out. Well, somewhere here. There they are. Ooh. Not confused me. Okay. Again, this is actually looking into a time frame when I was a lot younger, a little bit more spirited, or rather less spirited, however you want to look at it. Okay. This is called Images of War. So this is a variation of different styles that I wrote in here, not just about chupacabras, but also about indigenous heritage, there's Mexicans, about love, about horror, those kind of things. So I'll read you a little something, primarily of the indigenous part. This is a reimagining of something that happened in history. This is called Images of War. The dreamer sees. As I close my eyes, I dare not see the images inside of me. Too many times and for so long, this tale of war is a revealing song. The war begins. This is no biblical war. There is no mark of the beast. By any means, just a bloody war where the rabid animals feast. The warriors yell. Their metal armor blind the eye. Their metal armor shun the spear. Are they those of the sky? Is that the reason we must fear? The mothers cry. Their wooden horses that float, their wooden houses that float on water, open their doors and they pour onto land. They are here, O blessed Father. Our sons die by their disease, then by their hands. The Father answers. And the heavens parted. And from an array, in red waters Cortez now lays. Montezuma's God has had his way. His story, much different than today. We were never lost, so how could we be found? I wrote that back in '96. A little younger then. I know some people don't like to hear stories like that. One is nice and pretty and funny, but no, there's something else. This is called Red. Okay. All these have to do, again, with Mexicanism and indigenism. Donde el viento me lleve, donde llegue a parar, es mejor caminar donde el viento me lleve, que tratar de cambiar a alguien que no me quiere. You call me Mexican with malice. You speak of this omnipotent, yet I don't see your palace. Just so you can know, I am the new order of the Mexica, Aztec, top of the line this century. So stand by, my brother, sin permiso. Yes, I am human, I therefore bleed. Your words mean nothing, I take not your heed. You want me to listen to your hidden words, to do so with courtesy. Your message flies away with the birds. What is there not to understand? What book have you not read? What have you been listening to? Do you not know that my skin is also red? This is called the drum. I belonged to a warrior society when I was in Memphis, Tennessee. Belonged to the Memphis Taipei Warrior Society, the Big River Clan. I said them on the Kiowas, the Cherokees, the Choctaws, and all the other indigenous in that place. I was the only Mexica in there. Okay, I actually put a picture up to me. I belonged to a group out of San Francisco, Rincon, out of Mexico. But this all was still our land. Anyways, because of taxes, you can keep it. But anyways, I'm a realist. All right. One day oh, one day oh, one day oh, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, yeah, yeah. One day oh, one day oh, one day, oh, 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 hey, oh, hey, oh, yeah, yeah. It pains me to hear the drums of the people, the ones to the country north, the ones that I grew to admire, the feelings of regret for the things I have not learned yet. My people have become lost. This history has blinded their eyes. My true race is almost forgotten. Angry, I learn more of the disguise. My eyes cry, my heart slowly dies. That drum battle, silence in the distance. My heart thumps along with the rhythm. As the volume escapes and defeats the silence. Still a stranger, my spirit dances with him. The drums of my race have been silent so long. The day will come, I will sing my own people's song. I will sing my own people's song. When the sound of the people's drum, and 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 the sound of the people's drum. All right, moving into hard, huh? There's one of the other chapters, and all that's better. It's called hunted. Okay, one day, man will be hunted. That's the idea behind this poem. And I use, actually, when I wrote this poem, I was in Del Rio, Texas. If anybody's been to Del Rio, near the Air Force, near Saul Russ, the buildings that they had there in Del Rio. I was watching planes take off and come back like I used to when I was in the military. From a hidden place, in a small valley by the river, while the red sun sets in the horizon, on the ancient blacktop landing strip, they departed like angry bees, buzzing like hungry bees. Nightfall arrested the last of man. Lights from the airship seek them out, there like roaches to a light switch, running for merciful cover, running like rancid roaches. Electrical pulses paralyzing, eternal screams of terror, severing the cerebral cortexes, well-placed configurations, hunted like the human. Thank you. Anyways, this is back from a prior. This is the last volume that's become from work of prior. The next volume will be clearly from this side of Texas, Corpus Christi. The last book that I'm going to read from are the haiku crowns that I call haiku crowns. There's 7 crowns together. They all relate a story or the actual story. So I'm going to read a few of these to you. These 3 books were releases here. That's what I'm focusing on, but I have other books, obviously. I have my card back there somewhere, I think. And anyway, so we're moving. I have taken a leap of faith, moving on to doing other things. I'm working on children's poetry. I didn't bring that here simply because I was focused on these books. But anyways, so I got some good stuff coming there. I'm just looking for a better artist than me at the moment. I might just decide to do it. It might take a little longer. Okay, so these are biographical poems, haiku sets. So some of these things that I talk about you will recognize. For example, the first poem I read to you is called Outside Alice High School, Facing the Cemetery. If you've ever been to Alice High School, it faces the cemetery. I used to wait on my wife to pick me out there. This is on Thursday, January 11, 2018. I gave you the date, Alice High School, Alice, Texas. I gave you a place. Of course, January. That's the best time of the year because that's when it really gets nice and cool. Fully past the fall, into winter of it all, Alice winds whistle. Winds by this and that, playing tag among the grave, cemetery cool. Winds yet not as cold, resets the seasons once more, January breeze. Dead the leaves that fall, dry ground willingly receives daring nature's call. Small the steps to take, smile so they may last long, sing along with winds. By the cool, hard steps made by man, not by nature, windy reminder. Old cemetery reminds me to enjoy life without wind touching my face. This may seem a little odd because they're actually haikus in the system of haikus, but I did the best I could to tell the story. These are biographical haikus. This is at Texas A&M Kingsville, and I was taking the kids to the history competition, and I just happened to have an hour or so to write. I did. I wrote some observations. Basically, these are observational poems. At Texas A&M Kingsville, Talmud K campus, Kingsville, Texas, Friday, February 15, 2019. Before the pandemic. Out in the open, birds singing in a bright sun, winter in Kingsville. Campus patio, smooth breeze parts the nice silence, interrupts nothing. What winter is like, this far south of my Texas, short sleeves and short shorts. Unhurried students, class must run on springtime, while cold in New York. Bees don't speak English to the guy fighting with one. Hunger speaks louder. Stretched thin yoga pants. Is this the right place for you? What was I saying? Javelina pride. Truly, it's all inside. Beautiful campus. This is the summer of 2020. I moved ahead in time. This is a response to George Floyd's death. I know there's some people here think Tom think I might have contributed to the Good Cop, Bad Cop anthology.
Yeah.
This was my entry. This is called TikTok, a response to George Floyd's death, summer 2020. TikTok, it's a cop. Wonder when it's gonna stop. TikTok, be good cop. TikTok, it's a cop. Swinging arms like grandpa clock. TikTok, be nice cop. TikTok, it's a cop. Do it right to stay on top. TikTok, be cool cop. TikTok, it's a cop. We'll be watching you non-stop. TikTok, be kind cop. TikTok, it's a cop. Don't use us like a backdrop. TikTok, be sharp cop. TikTok, TikTok, it's a cop. Fight your bias, don't pop. TikTok, be true cop. TikTok, it's a cop. Don't cause my red to drip drop. TikTok, you dig cop?
Dig it.
I'm pretty sure some of you know things if I say cuss words, right? This is called Pinche COVID. Thoughts on the surging pandemic around me in South Texas during fall of 2020. Again, these are biographical haiku. One day you were born, you live and drink tequila, next day you are gone. May your drink be strong, may your salt shakers be fresh, may your death run late. Taste the tequila, bitter, yet so full of life, memories of you. The world stops spinning, the death toll forms a question. Is this how it ends? What's more dangerous? A cruel virus to the chest, a knee to the neck. The racist disease, if you're brown, it sticks around. Relatives' remorse. The killer within can leave a family without sins of simple smiles. In time to Valentine's Day, it was right before the freeze. La Rosita, Corpus Christi, Texas, Sunday, February 14, 2021. Cold Sunday morning, good day to be a Mexican, pot of the noodles. Listening again, the sounds of our now gone youth, Chicago plays on. Reading poetry, verses I wish I'd written, nobody's perfect. Sunday at lunchtime, one more bowl of menudo. Boy, can my wife cook. Stole a kiss and more. Watch it. Keep it kid friendly. Won't know who reads this. February snow. Valentine's Day in the chill. Bundled up with love. Hearing of some things. Electricity gone out somewhere in North Texas. This is a compilation of actually going backwards now to my childhood in Texas and along the migrant fields that I was in and stuff. This is 1970s, 1980s, primarily down South Lemon Street in La Praya, Texas. It's what Mexicans do. Okay? None of these are recommended, by the way. The games Mexicans play. Tortilla slapping contest, winner by knockout. Chancla Olympics, dodging the flying object. Haven't seen a winner. Machete throwing, almost lost an eye in this. Not for the timid. Mexican marbles, it can get kind of violent. Know your playground well. Mexican boxing, well, it's more like no holds barred. I always got blamed. Short fire javelin. 10-year-olds, plastic on a stick, like to see who lasts. You hold it up like that. You run around like an idiot. Plastic gets on your skin, you lose. Okay, and it did. Last one, this is actually for all cultures. The firecracker dance. Always starts with explosion. Held it way too long. Okay, the last set is just random haiku that I put together because it kind of fit the set. These are haiku between 2019 and 2021. It's a set of 7. These are just random thoughts. I am the rocket, you forever gravity, bringing you down fast. Taking up the sport, pacing floor of small square room, like caged animal. Doing my duty, giving my contribution to city sewer. I hope you got that. I'll never know why she gave up on me so quickly. Protects only friends. The fly also prays. Be thankful for nourishment, even if it's crap. Ashes of the dead, a portrait of the living, forever watching. And the last one. They call me neighbor. Hell, I'm no Mr. Rogers. Beer philosophy.